During the pandemic, did you feel like the world was really about to come to an end? Everyone locked inside, forced to wear masks, a plague running through the cities and villages. No one was sure that they would survive and make it through it. And while it may never completely go away, we have learned so much. And in this video, we are going to go through some crucial lessons learned throughout the pandemic. Hi, I'm Craige Hardel. On this channel, we help you quit being small, get out of your own way, and reach your full potential. While you're here, don't forget to hit the like button so this video can reach more people and change more lives. Also, be sure to grab our free Productivity Secrets 101 Masterclass, where you will learn the simple yet cutting-edge strategies to reach your goals and accomplish what you've been putting off in less time. The first lesson is that life is not within your control. It may seem that way, you may feel that way, but none of us really can control anything. We all and you have less time than you actually think. No one knows, in biblical terms, when the hour cometh, whether you're young or whether you're old. And age really isn't quite a factor here, because different circumstances, different things really can impact drastically how much time we have left. No one knows when the next catastrophic event will look like or what form it will take. Several things could be, whether it's a disease, whether it's a famine, whether it's scarcity, resources like water, whether it's cyber attacks, but it can happen in several ways. And as history always shows, something new always comes up. You can't ever predict anything in this world, just yourself. So the important thing here is that you focus on the things that you have control over, and you focus on making these as optimal as possible. Next, life is competitive and no one is above being filtered out. Economically, whether it's access to resources, oil, grains, medications, or several other things, there isn't always equity, and it always will be competitive. Even if we strive for equality for all and equal access, whether it's to various nations, large, small, things will never quite be equal, and someone will always miss out. Generally, those who have worked more, those who have more will typically get access first, and that is how it will always be. Scarcity brings us back to our primitive nature, and in those times people will get greedy, corporations will get greedy, whether it's reported or not. And understand that no one is too special for bad things to happen to them, whether it's a person or an actual corporation. The world will never stop being competitive, and it is a disservice when we actually believe that people are always trying to be fair and people generally aren't trying to outcompete you. Next, never depend on one source of income, no matter how stable. No industry or profession is immune to disruption, whether it's tech, manufacturing, streaming services, construction, just name a few. The pandemic has accelerated tech disruption, and more things will be automated even quicker. Even with remote work and how various industries have formed that have made many jobs redundant, or it has changed the roles of many established positions. So understand that things are always moving, it's pretty dynamic, and stability in and of itself doesn't quite exist. The question you need to ask yourself though is, am I an actual value to the company's bottom line and not just a nice to have? Meaning, if there is a scarcity of money and people have to be laid off, would my job be the one that's retrenched first? Meaning, is my role specifically added to the company's bottom line? How replaceable am I? You need to keep asking yourself that, or to ensure that you're ideally doing something that is added direct value to the company so that you would most likely get retained. Layoffs will always happen. Industries will always shift. However, we have to be adaptable. We have to see ourselves not just as employees, but as change agents, as contributors as well. Now, this is not to say that certain jobs are better than others, but it is to say that the economy thrives on value, and it thrives on really you pay the proportion to the work that you do, the quality of the work that you do. So understand that at the end of the day, when economies contract, for whatever reason, that will get tested. That typically is tested, and you need to ensure that you're doing something that not only is stable, but also you have more than one option. And one income is not enough anymore. You need to ensure that if your job, if your business were to get retrenched, if your industry were to really go down under, you have at least one more source that you could rely on, so you could switch or make amends while the recession or negative event passes. You are capable of way more than you think. The mind expands through the limits placed on it, and it actually takes painful situations, tough circumstances to actually discover who we really are. It's easy to be comfortable when times are good. It's easy to be comfortable and believe that time, money, the decisions that we make don't quite matter. Yet, in times of urgent need, in times of heavy contraction, in times of desperation, all of that goes away. And you stretch immediately, and it's either you adapt or you get crushed. Examples are things like the mental health and the capacities of our medical departments, and the various professionals and how well they were able to handle themselves and really be more efficient than they have been before. A country's ability, for example, to deliver aid to others and to be really creative in how they go about utilizing their resources, how they go about keeping the nation safe and healthy, and actually effectively respond to crises. Also, we have our ability to work remotely. Many people was looked down upon remote work. Many people was thought that it's just something that want-to-be entrepreneurs do. But now it's quite mainstream, and it has been mainstream for quite a while. So understand that one, your job may very well be capable of going remote. And whether that is something that the company adapts or not, the point is we're capable of a lot more than we realize. And that will cause a lot of change. That will really cause a lot of preferences globally to shift. And because people now are beginning to see new possibilities, and they actually want the options from the start. So on a personal front, you're capable of handling more grief, more sorrow, more negative events than you may have realized. And one of the things that this pandemic actually did was actually test us on a global level. If you watch this, you obviously lived through it, but just imagine how much more of a resilient person that you are. Even things that you imagined that you would have never gone through, you would have never been able to survive, but now you can. So you need to take this opportunity to actually commend yourself, commend those that you were around, commend the family that you were able to protect and care for, and actually understand that you're more than you realize, and be thankful for it. I highly encourage you to watch the next video where you'll actually learn key secrets to not waste time but actually live a meaningful life.